Hi, I'm Megla here, and now we are going to see this reasoning one, that is Unit 5, Exercise 9, where we are going to see ranking, coding, decoding, and directions. So, in the class and the module, it is very clearly explained about what is ranking, coding, and directions. So, we will start doing the problems here. So, ranking, as you know about the ranking in the class, the topper or the second rank, third rank. So, the same we are going to see here. So let me read out the first problem. In a class of 20 students, Magesh is 12th from above, Veena is 17th from below. If the place of Rohan is in the middle of the Magesh and Veena, find the Rohan's position from the above. So this you are going to see now. Uh, First thing is above and below it is mentioned. So when above and below it is mentioned, so we can do one thing is we can just arrange them. So Magesh is 12th from the above. So I'm going to mention this as the first one. So if you consider in this way, Mahesh will be somewhere here. I can consider this is 12th position. Remember one thing, there are 20. So that is not mentioned anywhere here. So we'll just go one by one. He's 12th from above. So below him, there will be many more. So out of 20, like 12 gone, remaining there are 8 more people below him. Okay, so this is going to be 20 somewhere here. And the next sentence says, Veena is 17th from below. So from below, we are going to see 17th. So from below, if I say 9, if I say 1 second or something, second means that's going to be 18th position here. So when I say 17, that means it has going to go somewhere here. So you know there are 20 people and the 17th position somewhere here. If I consider that Veena, this is Mahesh position. If I consider the Veena's position somewhere here, let me write this side, which is going to be the 17th position. So there may be a confusion where to write the 17th. So you have to just remember this, as there are 20 people here. If he is 17th, above him, how many are there? 18, 19, 20. Okay, and maybe I'll write it little down so that I can write it properly. If I write this as 17th here, that is Veena's position, then 18, 19, 20, right? So because there are 20 people here. If 17th it is here, then below him there are 3 people. Like here I say if Mahesh is in the 12th position, below him there are 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8, right? So these are the positions given here. Though it is given from below 17, but it is crossing this Mahesh position and going up. And now it's given that if the place of Rohan is in the middle of Mahesh and Veena. Now we have to consider this either from the top or from the bottom. So we will consider from the top. So from the top, if you consider Magesh position, which is given as 12th position here, and what is Veena's position? Veena, this is the first, second, third, and fourth. So Veena's position is fourth, if you consider from the top. And given that Rohan is in between these two, so what is in between these two? You can always find out in between is add the positions here. From the top, when you consider Veena as 4th and Mahesh as 12th, so when you add and divide by 2, there is nothing but 8. So it's going to be the 8th position. If you consider 8th is going to be exactly in between these two. You can just see 4, after that you have 5, 6, 7, the 3 middle. 8, after that you have 9, 10, 11. So exactly this is the middle. So this is the position of Rohan. So from the top, find the Rohan's position from the above. So from the above, it is going to be 8th position. So the answer is 8. That's it. We'll move on to the next one now. In a row of 40 students facing north, Amit is 6 to the left of Rajesh. So, okay, they are comparing with respect to one person, Rajesh. Let me consider Rajesh. And everybody is facing north. The north is this direction. So, they are all facing north. So, if I consider Rajesh is here, Amit is 6th to the left of Rajesh. So, this is Rajesh. First left of Rajesh is this, because for Rajesh, when he's facing north, this is going to be his left and this side is going to be his right. So here in the left, this is the first position, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Then here is going to be Amit. He's going to be sixth from the left of Rajesh, right? Then now you have to consider Rajesh is 30th from the left end. So 30th from the left end. So that means he is going to have the 30th position from the left end. Which is left end? This is the left end. So we can consider that left end is here somewhere. And this is going to be the first position. So Rajesh is going to be in the 30th position. So what is this Amit's position here? From this, you can just find out from left end, what will be the Amit's position. So Amit's position is, you can just count back also. If this is 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, then this is going to be 24. 30 minus 6 is 24. If you have a doubt whether it's going to be this way, because always there will be a small doubt whether it's going to be 24 or 25. So you can just count back. Even if you have a very big number, sometimes you cannot count to that extent, but you can just try to do it for a smaller number and then relate it to the larger number. Okay, then next is Rajesh is 30th from the left end of the row. How far is Amit from the right end of the row? Now you have to consider this 40. Given that there are 40 students here, so we know that from left end, Rajesh is in the 30th position. So the final position here is going to be 40, somewhere here. So how many are there above this? 30, then it starts from 31. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. This is 40, right? So how many are there? Now I have just put a dotted line. Using that you can do it. Otherwise you can directly count from this. And now how far is Amit from the right end of the row? So right end is this one. How far is he from there? So you can just see up to 20. This is 24th position. And from here to here, you know that how many people are there. From here to here, there are 24. So you have to just take this 40 minus 24 is going to be 16. So there are 16 of them from right hand to this one, up to this end. From here to here, there are 16 people are there. So what will be the position of Amit from the right? Obviously, it cannot be 16 because 16 are there above him. So his position is going to be 17th. We can count in this way. Even otherwise also, if there are different ways to do it, I'm not saying you cannot do it in the other ways. I just wanted to show you this. Otherwise, you try to calculate according to the method which is explained in the class. And since I have to do this 10 problems now, I'm not trying to do that. So you can try that method also. You have to just add and then subtract 1. So that way also you can try. You go to the, so the answer is 17. Right? Answer is 17. So now we'll go to the next problem. Next is Ramesh position is 8th from the left, 8th from the right in a queue. How many members are there in the queue? So here we have to, this is quite simple. Ramesh, I'm writing here as R. Position is 8th from the left. So this is the left. If I consider this is, he's facing to us because nothing is mentioned here. I just consider because the previous problem we have seen, I'm going to consider in the same way, like it's going to face north. And this is going to be his left and that side is going to be his right. So his position is 8th from the left. So 8th from the left, this is going to be 8th position. Here is going to be first position. So how many are there below this? There are 7 of them. So he is standing in the 8th position. There are 7 below that, right? In the left side. Similarly, 8th from the right. So again, as here you have 7, here also you're going to have 7. So you already know that this is the 8th position. 7 more added up. The last one will be 15. Okay. So this is the answer. The total number of people there. How many members are there in the queue? There are 15 of them. It's quite simple. You can solve in this way. Otherwise, you can just add this like it's given in the class, like 8 plus 8 minus 1. So that is another way because 2 times it is added. Ramesh position is added here as well as here. So we can just take 8 plus 8 minus 1 will give you this. Okay, 15. But this, I feel this is more logic if I just apply here. you will have a clarity like why we are taking 15 here, 7 here, 7 here. So 8 in the middle. So 7 plus 7 plus 1 is 15. We'll go to the next one. If in a certain code language, Ramesh is written as HSEMAR, then how is create written? So let us first write this one, Ramesh. Ramesh is written here, and we are going to see how this is written here. Like the answer given is HSEMAR. So H we are writing from Ramesh. If you see H is in the last end, and after that S comes, which is the next, immediate next. And then after that you have E. So even without seeing that, you can tell that next should be M, then A, then R. That means it is reversed. The last one comes as the first one, and the first one goes as the last one. So you are just reversing this. So create also you can write in the same way. CREATE. So just bring this last one here. E, then T, then A, E, R, C. So that should be your answer. It's quite simple. We'll go to the next one. If in a certain code language, put is written as 57. So let us write down this. Put is written as 57. And the question asks is, BAT is written in what way? How do you write BAT? So put is written as 57. So 57, we have to see how it is counted. So, sometimes they go for reverse counting, sometimes they go for direct counting. So there are different ways. So basically, very, very normal problem is alphabetic order you have to count. We can just say some, like you can take A equal to 1, B equal to 2, and so on. And then see how you count this and add it. This is a simple way I'm just trying. And in case if by adding these values, if you are getting 57, then you have to do it in the same way. If it is not adding to 57, then you have to see in which way you're getting 57. So that logic you have to find out. So let us just find out for P. What is the value for P here? So when you have A, B, C, D, you can say that always M will be the middle one. 13th. Okay, you just write down first because you don't have to write every time, but I'm writing it here because you just have to know. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E, F, G, H, I, J. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I, J, K, L, M, N, O. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't want to write beyond this because you are not asked anything after. Okay, U is there. I'm sorry to say. We have to do it. Q, R, S, T, U. U is going to be 21. So I'll stop after U because after that you don't have anything. So now from this, if you just try to do it for put is like you have P is how much? From this list, P is equal to 16. U is 21. And T is 20. Add this. Exactly, you're getting 57. That means they have directly taken this and added. Similarly, for BAT, you have to do the same calculation. So B, A, T. And find out what is B for. B is 2. A is 1. T just now we counted, that is 20. So the answer is 23. So your answer is 23. Okay. So you may think every time if you write this way, it may take more time. We generally don't write. You try to remember this value or in between some values, which will be easy for you. M equal to 13. So only because that's a middle number. You have total 26 alphabets. So divide by 2, 13. So M equal to 13, if you remember, you can count from there. So normally we don't count in this way. How you count is P means okay, from M we can take. And like you count, M is 13, then after that NOP. So 14, 15, 16. So that way you can calculate. Of course, U comes in the last. Sometimes you can go from the last also. It is not taking much time, but thing is, every time you can't keep writing this. So directly you can do the calculation. Now, in a certain code language, he is great is written as ka pa ra, and is Ram hungry is written as na sa ka. Find the code for is. So this is again like coding and decoding, and here there won't be any meaning for this. So don't think of this like what is ka pa ra. You will not have any kind of a meaning. This is what is coding. So we do the coding in different ways so that it is generally like if you know this pattern, then you can understand. Otherwise, people will not be able to understand this. So for that secrecy, this is used. So here you're going to just see this. He is great. Write down that. He is great. And for that, the words given is ka, pa, ra. And then next is given as is Ram hungry. And you have the words as na, sa, ka. Okay. So thing is like you can relate, you may not be getting meaning for all, but generally when they ask some question, it will be there. For example, in this, a very, very common term in both of them is like you have only is. What is a common term here you have? Ka. So is nothing but Ka. So that is what is the question asked. It's quite simple, but sometimes it may complicate. You may be getting 3 to 4 different sentences and the relation will be different way. Here is like very simple. Only one is there. So directly got the answer. Okay. If green is called red, red is called blue, blue is called white, white is called yellow, yellow is called violet, and then what is the color of grass? So it is again coding. The coding is whenever you see the color green, I'll write it in a single word, green, that is nothing but you're going to call that as red. Anything when you say green, you say that's a red color. Imagine it is changed. The color code, I mean the name is changed. The red color, if you see, that is going to be coded as blue. Blue is going to be coded as white. White is going to be called as yellow. You have this. So this is the original one. Okay, don't get confused. This is the original color and this is named one. We have named this as these colors. So what is the color of grass? So actually what is the color of grass? Grass color is green. But the green is now named as red. So the answer is red. That's it. You are not supposed to say green means okay, green color. It's the green is named as red. So if the names are changed, whenever you see something green, if you say that is red, then that means you are defining it. So that's what is defined here. So the red is the answer for it. Next. A girl is facing south. She turns 60 to in the clockwise direction. This is a direction problem. Direction is the simplest problem. Any kind of direction problem, you can easily get the answers. So the girl is facing south. So when you say the girl is facing south, this is the south direction. So let us consider the girl is here. That she turns 60 degree to clockwise. So clockwise is, this is the direction clockwise. The clockwise, when you say this is the direction. Anti-clockwise, this is the direction. Okay. So she turns 60 degree clockwise. So she's going to turn this way. So she will turn around 60 degree and she'll come to this direction. So the value which you have here is, I think it doesn't look like 60. Let me draw it again. It's going to be 60 somewhere here. Okay. This is going to be 60. And then she turns 105 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction, again, it has to go this way. So she has to move the other opposite direction. So she will be moving from here and she will turn this way to 105 degree. So when I say already this is 60, the balance will be 45 degree here. So totally the 105 degree she covers. So she's here. So this is south. I'm sorry. This is north. This is south, east, and west. So where is she standing now? Southeast. That will be the answer. Okay. Next. Sachin starts from his house and walks westward. He then takes a left turn and walks 3 kilometers and then a right and walks 3 kilometers. Which direction is he from the starting? So we'll consider Sachin here, somewhere he is here, that is his house. Starts from his house and walks westward. So you know that west is this direction. So he walks towards west. This is east. This is north. And this is south. So he's going towards west. He then takes a left turn. So when he walks this way, this is going to be his left. So he's going to take this side and walks 3 kilometers. He walks 3 kilometers. And then he takes right. So when he comes here, this is going to be his right. And then he will walk for another 3 kilometers. And he reaches this point. In which direction is he from the starting? So you know, it is given that in which direction is he walking now? He is walking in this direction. That is the direction when you say it is going to be west. They didn't say from the starting, they did not say. They only asked for which direction he is walking in. He is walking towards west. So your answer is west. That's going to be your answer. Next. Mohan walked 30 meters towards south. That means you have to first find out what is, somewhere he is standing here and he is walking towards south. 30 feet he has walked. 30 meters, sorry. Took a left turn. So he's taking a left turn and walked 15. So it's going to be exactly half of this. He's walking around 15 here. He then took a right. So when he goes here, you know his left hand will be here, right will be here. So this is going to be his right and walk 20 meters. So he's going to walk 20 meters. Okay. 20 meters. Okay. Left. And then he walks, yeah, I think I'm right. He walks 30 meters here. And then he's taking a left, walks 15. Then again, he's taking a right and walks 20. How far is he from the starting point? I think one more I missed. He then took a right and walked 20 kilometers. He then took a right turn and walked 15 kilometers. So he reached here, 20 kilometers. Then again, there is one more sentence given here. He took right turn and walked 15 kilometers. So again, this is going to be his right. So he's going to walk another 15 kilometers. So 15 is here. So he will be here now. How far is he from the starting point? Though he is going here, coming again, he's going, coming back. So from here, if you see straight line, this is going to be 20 because these two are parallel. So the total answer is 50. Is going to be 50 meters. With this, I'm completing this reasoning 1. So we'll see in reasoning 2 in the next class. Thank you.